This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Senior citizen fatally stabbed in Manchester, man in custody. A man has been taken into police custody following the stabbing death of a senior citizen in Tweedside, Manchester on Sunday. The deceased has been identified as 65-year-old security guard Fitzbourne Patterson, otherwise called the Major. Reports from the Spalding police are that about 2 a.m., Patterson and the man got involved in an altercation. During the dispute, the man allegedly used a knife to stab Patterson in the abdomen. Patterson was rushed to the hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. The accused man's name is being withheld as the investigation is ongoing. Teen among two gunned down in Olympic Gardens. A teen boy was among two males who were shot and killed in Olympic Gardens, St. Andrew on Sunday evening. The gun attack happened along Roden Crescent, which is located off the Bay Farm Road in the community. Residents reported that explosions were heard sometime before 8 o'clock and the police were summoned. On arrival, the two were found suffering from gunshot wounds. The scene was cordoned off by police investigators. Mom demands a probe after cops kill son. Carrie Phipps was a shadow of herself during sips of hot beverage on Saturday, mere hours after the controversial killing of her 26-year-old son by the police in an alleged early morning shootout. The incident occurred around 6 a.m. in the farming community of Fernhill Unity in Lawrence Tavern. Phipps, a farmer who regularly depended on her son Michael Kane, a taxi operator, to do the heavy lifting and the feeding of her livestock, is demanding answers since she will stop at nothing in pursuit of justice. Kane's family believes that the incident stems from a chopping and stabbing incident a few weeks ago involving men known to her son. She told the news that a cop involved in the fatal shooting is a relative of one of the injured persons in the bloody melee. That claim has been confirmed by a police source, but calls to Divisional Commander Senior Superintendent Aaron Fletcher have gone unanswered. Phipps left a cell in the market Saturday and reportedly gave Kane $9,000 to buy feed for her animals. While unpacking her produce downtown, she got a call from her daughter that the police had killed her son while he was reportedly under the bonnet of his car. She claimed that he was getting the car ready to go and purchase the feed before he began his taxi rounds. Me have a sick hand, so him say ma go work today and use the money carry me go doctor Monday. The last thing he said to me, go along on your bed cause you wake up 4 o'clock in the morning, Phipps said crying. She said Kane was known to all policemen in the area because of the nature of his work and the taxi stand, which is nearby the Lawrence Tavern police station. A peerhead shot him get. Me run from down a town and reach up a public hospital and looking at the jeep. Me say, "Uno kill me son." The whole of him made back mash up. Just the head alone from back way. No face shot me son no get. The Independent Commission of Investigations visited the scene and has launched a probe. A report has also been made to the Inspectorate and the Professional Standards Oversight Bureau. Phipps is especially aggrieved because of the single-handed sacrifice she made in raising Kane and his siblings. Me nah no father for him, and me take care of him and the 5 pitney them without father. And me work the hardest for me pitney them. Me walk and buy people load all about a bush just to make me children them comfortable, Phipps said. Residents in the community said that gun crimes were rare in that community. They too are demanding a thorough probe. This mash up everybody. This means the police can plan and come for you anywhere you there. Look which part them kill the man. I'm car door. Nothing no shoot up. I just him get everything. A resident who requested anonymity told the news while looking at the blood stains. Mother says her daughter was marked for death. When gunshots rang out on Friday night, Doreen Jackson-Smichael began gathering her family members, frightened by the unknown of what was occurring beyond the walls of her residence in Pleasant View, 8 miles. But when she called out to her 50-year-old husband, Lennox Zaggy-Smichael, a carpenter of Evans Lane in the Bull Bay St. Andrew community, there was no response. The only relatives present were her 37-year-old daughter, Tafina Thomas, her 2 grandsons, other small children, and her stepdaughter. Smichael, the family breadwinner, had last been seen drinking soup on the veranda. But as Jackson-Smichael stared off into the darkness, calling for her husband's return, she saw men attempting to pull the locks off her front gate. It was then that 3 men invaded her home with high-powered rifles. "Me run for lock the door, but me couldn't lock the door because them reached on the veranda already," she exclaimed. Jackson Michael said she shouted to Thomas to run for her life, but by then it was too late. Her stepdaughter, she said, ran to take cover with the young children in the house under the bed and covered their mouths to muffle any sound that they might make. The matriarch said that as she and her daughter's boyfriend lay flat on the floor, a shot was fired, and through a space at the bottom of the door, they saw Thomas's body on the floor. "When me run out, me go out a door and me see Lennox a ground out there so. Them lick out Lennox Mara ground," a grief-stricken Jackson Michael said. The couple was married for 18 years. Jackson Michael told the news that her husband was no troublemaker. The police information arm reported that Michael was killed by gunmen approximately 9:36 p.m. along Rasta Lane in the community. He sustained gunshot wounds to the upper body. Michael was pronounced dead on arrival at hospital, while Thomas succumbed to her injuries. Jackson Michael said she is scared by the gruesome images of the bodies of her husband and her daughter bleeding out on the ground. The mother had prepared herself to attend the church Sunday morning, but said that she had to return home because she was not emotionally strong enough. She believes that the motive for the attack was a long-standing dispute lasting more than 3 years. "Just last Thursday, the family received a threat. Them did want to kill Tafina long time, and I know them did want to kill Tafina," she said of her daughter, who was a shop operator. She also harbors regrets for not taking the matter more seriously. Jackson Michael disclosed that a cell phone and a laptop were also stolen from the home. She admitted that she was unsure about how she would manage without her spouse and the daughter, who were always around. The Kingston Eastern Police Division continues to investigate the circumstances surrounding the killing. Detectives are urging anyone with information to contact them at 876-928-4200, Crime Stop at 311, or the Police 119 emergency number. Pleasant View is not unfamiliar with violent crime. The Eastern Jamaica community was jolted by a triple murder in June. Raymond Jackson, 54, his nephew-in-law, 29-year-old Orville Hermit, otherwise called Mr. Bean, and Kevin Bonfield, 26, otherwise called Killy Killy, all laborers of the St. Andrew community, were killed by gunmen along a roadway about 12:10 a.m., according to the police's corporate communication unit. Murders have soared nationally by 5.8% to 1,018 as of September 1, 56 more than the corresponding period in 2021. That is even though shootings have fallen by almost the same pace of 5.7%. Murders in the Kingston Eastern Police Division have plunged 39% year-on-year from 62 to 38 up to September 1. Police appeal for help to locate man behind the Mandeville abduction threats. Head of the Manchester Police Superintendent Shane McCullough is appealing for the public's assistance to locate a man who has gone viral on social media after making threats to abduct women and children in Mandeville on Monday when schools reopen. In a 55-second TikTok video, the man is heard saying, "I am promising all of you that lives in Mandeville that on Monday when school returns, I will be taking all girl kids. I will be driving around and I will be taking your child. I will be taking all women and all girls because we need them for an experiment." Superintendent McCullough is urging anyone with information that can assist the police in locating the man to contact the Mandeville Police at 876-962-2250, Police 119 emergency number 311, or the nearest police station. 3 children die in fire. The news understands that 3 children perished in a fire in Springfield, Westmoreland, and another child is admitted in hospital. The police's corporate communications unit confirmed the incident a short while ago. More details to come. Cops alert for roadblocks. The Portland police say they are on high alert to intervene if public transport operators carry out planned roadblocks that could cause major disruptions to the start of the 2022-2023 academic year, which starts today. Cabbies and busmen have been aggrieved over what they described as deplorable road conditions at the eastern end of Portland, where construction is underway as part of the Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project leading from the neighboring parish of St. Thomas. Irate transport operators and other motorists have complained bitterly about the state of approximately 12 kilometers of roadway leading from Boston to Ferry Hill, Drapers, and into Folly in Port Antonio. Veloni Campbell, acting commanding officer for the Portland Police Division, said that law enforcers would deal with any attempt to mount road blockades along the corridor. Campbell said that the police were not aware of planned protests, but would prevent any delay to the free flow of traffic. We thought as much that persons may want to use the opportunity, and that stretch of road is of most concern, so we will be putting things in place. We know that this period normally persons take to the street to highlight whatever issues they may have, Campbell said. The thoroughfare is key to the transportation of students attending several schools including Titchfield High, Happy Grove High, Port Antonio High, Fair Prospect High, Bound Brook Primary, Port Antonio Primary, and Portland High. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.